Bashr.
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
Speak up so that all may share.
Honesty.
Honesty.
The only way I can express it is you say that you're a reflection of us
Yes.
to ourselves.
Yes.
I'm having a very hard time not hiding from myself.
All right. What do you feel that you are hiding from? What is it about yourself you feel the need to hide from? Can you define it for us?
No.
Will you, as you say, try?
This is the quote-unquote problem.
The quote-unquote problem. You mean the problem is even discovering what it is
Yes.
you are hiding from?
Yes.
All right. May I ask you a question?
Yes.
Thank you very much. If you are not aware of what it is you are hiding from, why do you assume there is something?
I feel the energy of pushing something down. I don't know how to express it except it's like something
All right.
comes up and I push it away.
All right, but do you remember that all feelings are reactions to beliefs?
Yes.
Then if you believe there is something there, how can you help but feel there is something there?
Okay.
Would you prefer to believe there is nothing
Yes.
that is there?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Can you act as if that is so? All right, one moment. Let me rephrase that just to make it a little bit easier. Can you imagine what it might be like to act as if
Yes.
that were so?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Then imagine it. Imagine it now. Imagine how you would be if you believed there were no such portion that you would be hiding from. How would you be? How would you be different than you are now?
Free.
In what way free? How would you express it free? Can you define or describe a difference in an action you are doing now and an action you would be doing then?
Now at this moment or now?
First define how you act now with the idea that you are hiding from something, and then imagine the difference in how you would act if you no longer believe that there was something to hide from. Pick a particular scenario and define for us how you would act. Both in believing there is something to hide from and then in acting in a way that you know there is nothing that you have to hide from.
Phew.
What would the difference be? How would you recognize the difference? How would you know you were no longer hiding from something? How would you recognize it in yourself? What would you see yourself doing that would give it away, that you are no longer hiding from yourself?
I wouldn't be afraid of people.
Of people. Define people.
In
What are people?
relationships. In
Relationships, yes.
Yes. I would just sense the release and the flow of the energy.
Release and flow, you mean the share, the
Yes,
exchange?
yes.
All right. Now, you obviously have some concept
Yes.
of what that ought to be like.
Yes.
All right. Why not simply act in the manner of your strongest and clearest concept of what that would be like? And let everything else take care of itself as a detail.
So, okay, I am doing that now more and more.
Oh, all right.
So that I will go with that and not worry about
All right.
the way I have thought of the problem.
So you are saying that you have changed in a
Yes,
positive
yes,
direction.
yes.
All right. Can you now relate, make a comparison, as you say, to the idea of the way you used to be to the way you are now? In other words, do you remember the way you used to be as opposed to how you are now? Did you used to be more fearful?
Yes.
All right.
Extremely.
All right. So, focus on the difference now. Focus on the amount of change you have undergone from then till now. Have you got that?
Yes.
Now, project that. Project the same amount of change from now until some undetermined amount of time when you will be yet again that much more different. Can you do that?
Yes.
All right. Can you see the you will wind up being? If you apply the same amount of change to yourself now, can you envision, can you
Yes.
feel the you will be?
Yes.
All right. Can you feel it right now?
Yes.
Let yourself immerse in it. Let yourself revel in it. Explore, play, for a moment. We will give you that moment. Feel the energy of what it would be like to be that you.
All right.
Can you feel it?
Yes.
All right. How does it feel?
Fantastic.
Then you are that you now. Right now, you are that you.
All right.
Because you are creating that energy now. Now, it's up to you right now to decide whether or not you wish to go back to being the old you were a moment ago, or whether you wish to continue to be the you prefer to be now.
No question.
All right. It is that simple. You can change that easily. Because remember, your persona is only an artificial construct anyway. You, at any given moment, are defining who you wish to be. The decisions you make stick. Mm-hmm. That's it. Be the you prefer to be. Imagine what it would be like. Let yourself get excited about being that you, and as soon as you find yourself feeling the energy, recognize that you couldn't be feeling that energy if you weren't already that you right now. You cannot feel the energy of someone you're not. Understand?
Yes.
You are that you now. You are that you now. You are that you now. Act in the manner of that you. This you. Right now. The you prefer to be. Act only as this you. Now, if for any reason at all, this you decides, this is important, if for any reason this you decides to momentarily act in the manner of the old you, it will not be you becoming the old you. It will not be you slipping back to the old you. It will be this you deciding to momentarily replay or recreate another idea. But it will be this you doing it, not the old you trying to be the you prefer to be. It will be the you prefer to be momentarily playing out a scenario of an old you no longer prefer.
Got it. I got it.
All right.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Point of view is everything. Point of view is everything. Anything you go through, it's all right to go through it. But go through it from the point of view of the you prefer to be.
Got it.
That's all you have to do.
Simple.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shedding.
Hello, Bashr.
And to you, good day.
Good day. I'd like to thank you for touching my life and just say that you have been a wonderful way shower. Thank you, thank you.
We thank you as well. Our love to you.
My question, I'm really interested in knowing, in your world, what is a loving relationship like? How do you choose a partner in life?
Synchronistically, automatically. We simply attract ourselves to each other. We allow it to automatically occur. It is much in the same way, to some degree, that you allow your relationships to happen. But we also are telepathically connected. And we allow ourselves to recognize that when we do, in fact, draw ourselves into those automatic interactions, we allow them to be what they are. We do not put expectations upon them for what we think they ought to be. We know that they are there to serve us. We know we are there to serve them. So we rejoice in the spontaneous co-creation, and we do not put in any way, shape, or form any particular label as to how we think it should go, or how we think it should wind up, or will it be this way, or will it be that, or will there be anyone else. Once again, perhaps to put it in the simplest perspective, our entire civilization is married to itself. Every individual is married to every other individual, and any relationship that occurs in any way that it occurs, with how many individuals it occurs, is a part of the marriage, is relationships within the marriage. There are times when it takes upon it the physical appearance of what you would call a monogamous relationship. There are times that it doesn't. Just, once again, as it occurs in your society, but there's a great deal of denial in your society about that. The idea, in that sense, therefore, is that we do not expect or even really know, just to point out this example because it is germane to your society, whether we have been in a monogamous relationship until we reach the end of the lifespan. And we say, well, no one else came along. I guess it was a one-on-one, wasn't it? Because we know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, in absolute trust, that if any other relationships do automatically occur, then they are a part of the overall relationship. They enhance the overall scenario in whatever way they naturally unfold, and they cannot be an interruption. It's not possible in our society.
Well, if you were to decide to bring another being into your world,
Understand that we are always in communication with that level of consciousness as well, and we simply make our agreements consciously, even as you can. It does not have to be a hidden thing. You can be in touch with the beings that can be born unto you, for understand, they are not children now. Understand?
I understand.
You can be in touch with them, and you recognize that there are services that you may want to perform, that this individual puts out, that this individual, this non-physical individual, radiates a desire to accomplish certain things in what you call physiological manifestation. In putting out that desire, in putting out that radiation, that individual in our society simply automatically attracts only the individuals that have the desire to serve them in that way. So it's automatic. There's no wondering about it. The individuals that can be of service in that way are only attracted to them, and only those individuals will be attracted to the individuals that can serve them in that way.
Is that not so now for us?
It is absolutely so now that way, except you create negative synchronicity as well as positive synchronicity. We only create positive manifestations. Understand?
I do indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sharing.
Yahoo, Bashr!
All right. And good day to you.
Good day. I want to thank you so much for all of your sharings and your teachings. I've grown a lot in the last 2 years, and I've applied everything that you've said and tested it, and it really does work, especially starting with the cetacean meditation at sea. I created a lot of obstacles in front of me to grow from.
Oh, how exciting.
And I learned and I grew, and now I have 5 events coming up that are so exciting.
Well, thank you.
And what I wanted to do basically was to touch as many people as I could, so I put it out to the universe. And Lisa and Radia and Stephen and Fran are assisting me, and we're going to do a whole bunch of new things together.
We thank you and them.
Thank you. My question has to do with a man named Michel who came down from Montreal last week. He called me there are no accidents. He called me on the telephone, and he thought I was Lisa because my number was on her flyer.
All right.
And he said he was told to come here, and that he was also told to go to the Bodhi tree, and he connected with Rick and Lisa and me, and we shared a meal.
All right.
Tuesday evening. After the channeling, he came over to my apartment, and he is a medium, old school medium, the kind where people go and give their power away to. Well, okay.
All right.
And now he has, since August, since harmonic convergence, which he didn't understand what it was all about, he has grown as much as all of us here in Los Angeles, and without attending the classes. And I was able to assist him to trans-channel in my home.
All right.
While he was sitting there, he saw a green ball of light that had yellow around it. And he said it was coming very fast, and it was going to hit him in the back of the neck.
All right.
And when he did, he started to channel the old style, and the energy was caught. So I assisted him in allowing the energy to flow down through all of his chakras to tie into the center of the earth and to come back up slowly and release it through his crown chakra.
All right.
As he did so, he started channeling this extraterrestrial that he said was green, and it was tall, and he was on a craft that had a circular council in it. My question...
Now, this idea, to some degree, is symbolic. There is a literal consciousness, but it is now, for now, being interpreted in that particular way because green is the color of the emerald vibration of the transformation of your fourth density earth. And that color is there to assist that individual in linking with the earth and in forming the grounding that is needed. Understand?
Oh, yes. Okay.
But it was, to some degree, a connection into the Association Council.
I am recently channeling the orcas, and when that energy comes through, it is so intense that it does remind me of the galactic? Is there a tie?
To some degree, there is. The idea, once again, is to remember that the whales, and especially the orca, represent the polarity, the conviction of motion, the conviction of action, the deliberateness of action. They are the path of the warrior, the path of the sorcerer, the path of the samurai, as you understand those terms in your society.
Yes.
The idea of the galactic is the very substance, the very fabric of the consciousness of one-dimensional realm. All you are receiving through this channel is a very small fragment of that fabric of consciousness. The totality of it, in that sense, comes through many individuals. In a sense, it actually comes through all of you all the time. But in the way you have received it this evening of your time, it is represented as a very small flow of that energy. The idea, to some degree, is that the orca, with its understanding of alignment, with its understanding of conviction, funnels that energy all the time. That is why individuals that are not prepared for their level of energy can find themselves burning out.
I see.
Understand?
Yes, I do.
Does that assist you?
Yes, very much. Thank you. How to?
How to?